Hello everyone, it's Mrs. Depew again with a few of the finer points that I might mention. I'm drafting up the back of 355 and it's the corselette back. A few things that are mentioned in the instructions of your drafting booklet that we haven't mentioned in the video is that the ruler we've chosen to use is our bust size in centimeters. So my desired bust is 104 centimeters, so I'm using the 104 ruler, and that's the end closest to my pin here. The other thing to point out is that each pattern template will say either P or H on them. Ours says P right here. That's French for poitrine, which translates to bust. So it's telling you to use a ruler for your bust. If you were to use your hip measurement instead, this pattern was drafted and calibrated into this system basing it on bust measurements, so your pattern will come out a really weird size if you do it by your hip instead. So that's one thing to mention. Another thing to mention again is that we're drafting two pieces all at once on one piece of paper. You can see my dots drafted out here for the back. And things get a little hairy right around here. See if I can get this to focus. There we go. Ooh, much better. So since I'm working from right to left, you can see I've done 45, 48, 38, no problem. You get to these, and then they get kind of tight and messy in here. So all you need to do is note the dot or the X next to the number. And I believe what that's telling you is that, see, this intersects this line right here. This point is 28, and it's illustrated with a dot rather than an X. So the dot is gonna be right in this shaded, this area. So right where I'm pointing, this is basically that little quadrant where 28 is supposed to go. So working over, now we've got an X, and 33 is intersecting that other line. So 33 is where we put our dot on our ruler and not 28. And you can see the same going here, 31 and then 26, all of them on this line as you work your way over. And then again, 27 is going to be on this line. Excuse me, no. 41 is going to be on this line. 27 is going to be on this line. And so on and so forth. And just keep working your way over. And when you're in doubt, make two notes or two dots if you're not sure which line you drafted on. And then as you're, like, highlight them or something, and as you're drawing your curves in, if you notice that one of those dots just doesn't meet up with the others, there's a chance that you just drew it on the wrong line instead, which is why I always keep my ruler handy while I'm filling in my lines and tracing them so that I can keep re-referencing those spots as I draft them. So that's what we've got going on for the back of Corselette 355. And happy sewing!